have come on day 37th now. Day 37th is dealing with area geometry. Unit is Pythagoras' theorem. Subunit is again Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem you all have learnt last year in your 7th standard. So what is there in the concept corner? As shown in the adjacent picture, there is a way to school from Sarita's house and she wants to reach the school by shorter way. So which way she will select? Is it A to C or A to B and then B to C? So surely your answer will be it is A to C, correct? Because here it is Sarita's house and here it is her school. So if she want to go to school, she will go in the straight line, straight way like this from A to C. She will not choose this way, A to B first and then B to C. That will be the longer way, correct? So that's why she will be choosing the straight way, which is A to C. As this straight way A to C is along the hypotenuse, means length of hypotenuse in a right angle triangle is less than the sum of lengths of these two sides, other two sides. Pythagoras was a great mathematician who was first to prove the theorem, and that's why the theorem is named after him. Theorem of Pythagoras states that in a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of other two sides. This is the statement of Pythagoras theorem. What is the statement? Statement is, in a right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So based on this theorem, we have to solve the sums given in this activity sheet. But before that, we can see few activities given here. You all have to read these activities and do these activities on your own. Very interesting activities are shown over here. So you can do the activities and try to find out the answers from your observations of the activity. Okay, so what we have to remember after doing the activity, you will get to know that in right angle triangle, the side opposite to right angle is called the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse is greatest side of right angle triangle. Second is the statement of Pythagoras' theorem. The length of hypotenuse of right angle triangle is less than the sum of lengths of other two sides. And third one is also the statement, the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of squares of the other two sides. So let us see the solved example here. This is not solved example. This we will have to solve in our notebook. So in practice corner, one question is there. In triangle ABC, angle C is equal to 90 degree, which is the greatest side of triangle ABC. So let us do this question in our notebook. One more question is there. So two questions we will be doing in the notebook. Okay, so this is sheet number 37. Area is geometry, unit is Pythagoras' theorem, subunit Pythagoras theorem. And now we have given this question in practice corner. Question is, in triangle ABC, angle C is 90 degree, which is the greatest side of triangle ABC. As angle C is 90 degree, side opposite to angle C, side opposite to 90 degree is known as hypotenuse. So side AB is hypotenuse, and hypotenuse is the greatest side of right angle triangle. So here how to write the solution? Let us see. In solution, what should be written? In triangle ABC, angle C is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, triangle ABC is the right angled triangle. Okay, as it is right angled triangle, the side opposite to 90 degree is always hypotenuse. Therefore, side AB is hypotenuse. In right angled triangle, hypotenuse is the greatest side. Therefore, side AB is the greatest side. Finish. Okay, in this way you can write your answer, complete the answer. Now let us see next question. What is next question? In the right angle triangle, LMN, you can see here LMN is the right angle triangle. Angle N is 90 degree, MN is 20 centimeter, LN is 15 centimeter. Find the length of LM. So we will have to apply Pythagoras' theorem. What is Pythagoras' theorem? In the right angle triangle LMN, angle N is 90 degree. So side LM is the hypotenuse, and according to Pythagoras theorem, what is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. So hypotenuse is LM. LM square is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. So ln square plus mn square. ln is 15. mn is how much? 20. lm is 15. Here it is written. And mn is 20. So it is 20 square. 20 square. What is 15 square? 15 into 15, 225. What is 20 square? 400. 400 plus 625. 400 plus 225 is 625. So LM square we have got 625. Okay, what is next? We have to find only LM. Here we can write taking square root of both sides. Taking square root of both sides. So take the square root. That means we have to put this length LM square under square root sign, and 625 also under square root sign. Now square and square root cancel each other. We get only length LM. And what is the square root of 625? It is 25. So length LM is 25 meter. What is the length of seg LM? Therefore, length of seg LM is 25 meter. In this way we can complete this activity sheet. Now let us go on next one. So children, let us continue with day 38 and activity sheet number 38 in the same video, as it is dealing with area geometry. Unit is Pythagoras' theorem and subunit is Pythagorean triplets. So let us see what is the meaning of Pythagorean triplet. In concept corner, it is given if in a triplet of natural numbers. Triplet means what? 3 numbers. So if any 3 numbers are there and the square of biggest number is equal to the sum of squares of other 2 numbers, then those 3 numbers form Pythagorean triplets. So if you are given 3 numbers and if in those 3 numbers the square of biggest number is equal to the square of other 2 numbers, then those 3 numbers are known as Pythagorean triplet. And if the length of sides of triangle forms such a triplet, then that triangle is also a right angle triangle. Why? Because we all know in right angle triangle hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of squares of other 2 sides. So hypotenuse is the biggest side. That means what? If biggest number square is equal to the sum of squares of 2 smaller numbers, then that will be the Pythagorean triplets. And that's why the length of sides of triangle forms such triplet, then that triangle is a right angle triangle. So let us see in practice corner. There is one example from this you will get to know the meaning of Pythagorean triplet. You all have solved these sums in your 7th standard also. So there is one practice corner, one example, then one more example is there. So these two examples we will be solving in our notebook. So let us go on the notebook. So children, this is activity sheet number 38. Area is geometry, unit is Pythagoras' theorem, and subunit is Pythagorean triplet. In practice corner, first example is, do the given numbers form a Pythagorean triplet or not? That means 3 numbers are given. This is a triplet. 3 number means triplet. But we have to check whether it is Pythagorean triplet or not. So for that, how to solve? We have to fill in the blanks only. Solution: in the given example, biggest number, which is the biggest number from 3, 4, 5. 5 is the biggest number. So biggest number is 5. Then 5 square. Okay. Now 5 square. 5 square is 25. That means we have to do the square of biggest number first. First write down the biggest number is equal to 5. Then 5 square we have to fill in the blank, which is 25. After that, sum of the squares of the other two numbers. It is given. It is written. Sum of the squares of other two numbers. Other two numbers are 3 and 4. So 3 square plus 4 square. Now in the next step, what we have to write? 3 square 9 is given, and in fill in the blanks we have to write 4 square. 4 square is 16. In the next step we have to fill in the blank. 9 plus 16 we have to write the answer here, which is 25. So sum of the squares of other two numbers is also 25, and biggest number square is also 25. So when the biggest number square is equal to sum of the squares of other two numbers, then that those 3 numbers are Pythagorean triplet. So here we can see in the next step what is written. The square of the biggest number is equal to the sum of squares of other two numbers, and therefore 3, 4, 5 are Pythagorean triplets, because the biggest number square is equal to sum of the squares of remaining two numbers. Then these 3 numbers are Pythagorean triplets. So always, for finding out whether the given triplets are Pythagorean or not, what we have to do first? First find out the square of biggest number, then find out the sum of squares of remaining two numbers. If the answer is equal, then the numbers are Pythagorean triplets. Okay, now let us go on the next question. In the next sum, the sides of triangle are given 11, 60, 61. We have to find out whether the given triangle is right angle triangle or not. So we will be applying the property of Pythagorean triplet. We will be finding out the square of biggest number. Then we will see the sum of square of remaining two smaller numbers. If it is equal, then the sides are the sides of right angle triangle. So let us see the solution. In the given example, length of sides of triangle are 11, 60, 61. Biggest side is equal to 61, and therefore 61 square. What is 61 square? 61 into 61. We will have to do in the rough work. 61 into 61. Let us do 61 into 61. 1 into 1 is 1. 1 6 are 6. Then 6 1s are 6. 6 6 are 36. Simple multiplication we will have to do. 3 6 2 1. Okay, 3 6 2 1. 3621. Now what we will do? Sum of squares of other two sides. Which are the other two sides? 11 and 60. So 11 square plus 60 square. What is 11 square? 11 square is 121. What is 60 square? 3600. If you add, what you will get? You get 3721. Here I should write plus. It was correct. 61 into 61. 1 ones are 1, 1 6 are 6, 6 ones are 6, 6 6 are 36. Yes. 1 as it is, I have to write 6 plus 6 is 12. 2 written, 1 carrying, 6 plus 1 is 7. Answer is 3721. This is 1, this is 2. From 1 and 2 what we can see? Biggest side square is equal to sum of squares of other two sides, and therefore these are the sides of right angle triangle. From 1 and 2 what we can write? From 1 and 2, biggest side square is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. As it is equal, therefore given sides (11, 60, 61) are the sides of right angled triangle. Right angled triangle. Given sides 11, 60, 61 are the sides of right angled triangle. In this way, you can complete this activity sheet. Make the correction over here. I will be doing the correction properly. Okay, your activity sheet should be very neat and clean. So we have completed sheet number 38 in this video, 37 and 38.